Gun fam, what's up? It's the Gun Brother. Thanks for tuning in. And this is a quick video. This was just released by DC Police. Just happened last night, and it's crazy. And I just want to say a couple of things about it to all the residents in the area and really people nationwide. Gun control doesn't stop this. Whatever laws DC wants to have in place is not going to stop this. And I want to speak about it in particular to this area simply because, I mean, you see these guys pull up and they jump out. And the first thing I had to say is, no, I can't say that a gun is the answer to everything. If these people had been armed, that it could have stopped this. It could have come out in a totally different way. Absolutely. But when the criminals figure out that the people are armed, the crime will go down. The reason I want to speak about this particular incident is because these are the areas where places like DC have people disarmed. Maryland recently tried to do the same thing, and there's an injunction in place currently against that part of the law that they wanted to pass. The whole point is crime happens in certain areas at certain times, and there's two ways to mitigate it. And the number one way, or the first way, is going to be situational awareness, paying attention to your situation at all times, understanding your surroundings, understand what's going on. So seeing this type of event can help you recognize it ahead of time and maybe get away from the situation before it begins. So that's number one. Sometimes prevention is the best thing that you can do. Try to avoid certain situations. These people were standing there. I don't know if they were waiting for Ubers. I mean, they're innocent. I'm not blaming them. When criminals get the drop on you, there's certain things, I mean, it's just not going to be able to be avoided. 4 guys with guns pointed at you. The only way you could avoid that situation is to not be in it. So I don't know what these people were standing there for, but the criminals saw them. They were standing there with bags, and for whatever reason, they looked vulnerable. So the criminals pulled up, jumped out, gunpoint, and robbed them. Now, second thing is, and by the same token where we say criminals don't wait for the laws to do what they do, I don't know how much they study the laws or not. But I can tell you this, from my standpoint, the law in DC says, and the reason I'm saying this is because I'm literally on my way down there to have dinner in the same area down at Hell's Kitchen. So the problem is the way the DC law says, I cannot carry my firearm into a place that sells and serves alcohol for consumption on the premises. So my firearm, either I don't carry it at all, or it's locked in my vehicle between the restaurant and trying to get to my vehicle or get back home. According to DC law, I can't have it. And whether or not criminals know that, I don't really care. That's the position that I'm put in. Maryland recently tried to do the same thing with SB 1, saying that people could not carry in establishments that sold and served alcohol and cannabis, technically, to be consumed on the premises, and an injunction has been put in place against that. So that is not enforceable at this time. But this is the exact type of incident that happens between, this is where it happens. It happens between where you went to eat, shop, have fun, and getting home. And the laws that are in place keep people disarmed in that area. That's why it doesn't make sense. Gun control doesn't stop this. Those guys are carrying in the area regardless. Doesn't matter what the law says. So just wanted to touch on that, make you aware of that. The more people that exercise their rights and then make their voices heard, that's when change can come about. And we have to fight for our rights. That's the bottom line. So with that being said, the Gun Brother is out. I will talk to you guys next time.